The evolution of weapons, from bows and arrows to modern assault rifles. Imagine a world without firearms. Thousands of years ago, the works of battles depended on physical strength, courage, and simple tools made from wood and stone. Yet throughout history, humanity has constantly searched for ways to strike harder, farther, and more effectively than ever before. Today, we're taking a journey through thousands of years of innovation to explore how weapons evolved, from primitive bows and arrows to the automatic rifles used in modern warfare. The first weapons. The earliest weapons were incredibly simple. Our prehistoric ancestors used sticks, stones, and sharpened bones to hunt animals and defend themselves from predators. Over time, these crude tools evolved into spears, long shafts tipped with stone, bone, or eventually metal points. The spear was a revolutionary invention. For the first time, humans could attack from a safer distance, reducing the risks of close combat. But even that wasn't enough. People wanted greater range and greater power. The invention of the bow and arrow. One of the most important breakthroughs in military history was the invention of the bow. Archaeological evidence suggests that bows first appeared more than 10,000 years ago. For the first time, hunters and warriors could strike targets from remarkable distances with surprising accuracy. The bow transformed both hunting and warfare. Over centuries, bow designs became increasingly sophisticated. Composite bows developed in Asia combined wood, horn, and sinew to create weapons that were smaller, lighter, and far more powerful. The Mongols, led by Genghis Khan, used these advanced bows to build one of the largest empires in human history. The rise of the crossbow. The next major leap came with the invention of the crossbow. Unlike traditional bows, a crossbow used a mechanical trigger system to hold and release the string. This offered several advantages. It required far less training than a longbow and provided greater accuracy for average soldiers. Most importantly, powerful crossbows could penetrate armor that ordinary arrows often could not. During the Middle Ages, the crossbow became one of the deadliest weapons on the battlefield. Some rulers even attempted to ban its use because they considered it excessively lethal. The discovery of gunpowder. Everything changed with the invention of gunpowder. Gunpowder was first developed in China around the 9th century. Initially, it was used in fireworks and ceremonial displays, but it didn't take long for people to realize its military potential. Early experiments led to primitive weapons known as fire lances, devices that projected flames, smoke, and fragments toward enemies. These early inventions marked the beginning of a completely new era in warfare. The first firearms. By the 14th and 15th centuries, gunpowder weapons had spread across Europe. The earliest firearms were crude and unreliable. To fire a single shot, soldiers had to pour gunpowder into the barrel, insert a projectile, and manually ignite the charge. Reloading was slow and cumbersome. Despite these limitations, firearms possessed a level of destructive power that traditional weapons simply couldn't match. As technology improved, armies gradually began replacing bows with muskets and early rifles. The age of the musket. Between the 16th and 18th centuries, the musket became the dominant weapon of infantry soldiers around the world. Muskets were more powerful than earlier firearms and offered greater range. Soldiers often fought in long formations, firing coordinated volleys on command. Although muskets were still relatively inaccurate, massed fire could devastate enemy formations. By this point, firearms had largely replaced bows on battlefields across Europe and much of the world. The Industrial Revolution changes everything. The 19th century brought one of the greatest periods of weapons innovation in history. Several critical inventions transformed firearms forever. The percussion cap made weapons more reliable. Rifled barrels introduced spiral grooves inside the barrel, causing bullets to spin and dramatically improving accuracy. Then came metallic cartridges, combining the bullet, powder, and primer into a single, self-contained unit. These innovations allowed soldiers to reload faster, shoot farther, and hit targets more consistently than ever before. Soon, repeating rifles appeared. giving soldiers the ability to fire multiple shots without reloading after every round. The birth of the machine gun. The next revolution arrived in 1884 with the invention of the Maxim gun. Designed by Hiram Maxim, it became the first truly practical machine gun. Unlike earlier weapons, the Maxim gun used the energy generated by firing a round to automatically load the next one. This allowed it to fire hundreds of rounds per minute. The impact on warfare was enormous. Machine guns made traditional mass infantry charges incredibly dangerous and helped shape the trench warfare that would define World War I. Military tactics would never be the same again. The development of automatic weapons. In the early 20th century, engineers began searching for a weapon that combined the mobility of a rifle with the firepower of a machine gun. During World War I, submachine guns appeared on the battlefield. But the true breakthrough came during World War II. Military designers developed a new category of weapon known as the assault rifle. These firearms used intermediate cartridges, providing a balance between power, controllability, and rate of fire. For the first time, soldiers had access to lightweight weapons capable of both semi-automatic and fully automatic fire. The AK-47 and modern assault rifles. After World War II, one rifle would become legendary. The AK-47, designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov in 1947, quickly gained a reputation for reliability, simplicity, and durability. It could continue functioning in mud, sand, snow, and extreme weather conditions where other weapons often failed. Over the decades, tens of millions of AK pattern rifles have been produced, making it one of the most widely used firearms in history. Its influence can still be seen across the globe today. Weapons in the modern era. Modern firearms continue to evolve. Today's rifles are equipped with advanced optics, night vision systems, laser aiming devices, suppressors, and modular accessories. Electronics now play an increasingly important role in combat. At the same time, drones, autonomous systems, and artificial intelligence are beginning to reshape the future of warfare. Yet despite all these technological advances, the goal remains the same as it was thousands of years ago: increasing range, accuracy, effectiveness, and battlefield advantage. Conclusion. The story of weapons is ultimately the story of human innovation. From simple stone tools and wooden spears to modern assault rifles and advanced military technology, each generation has built upon the discoveries of those who came before. Every major breakthrough changed not only how wars were fought, but also how societies developed and how history unfolded. And as technology continues to advance, the evolution of weapons is far from over.